Planet Radio. Lots to talk about today. We'll talk about the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup. Well, it's been an age-long conversation. It's been ticking up since like last week, and there's been lots of controversy surrounding the competition. Yesterday, we heard stories of referees being assaulted in a kit. We'll talk about the stories today, and I'll also get to listen to the organizers and what they have to say about the recent frequencies of hooliganism in the stadium. So we'll also get to talk to somebody today. Well, his name has been up the air for the really wrong reasons. Sadly, the more you look, the less you see. That's the conversation. So we'll talk to the man today. He's live on the studio. He's going to take us through his own side of the story as regards the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup and, of course, the controversies in and around his name. By the way, we'll talk about Akwa United as well. Well, they were in action yesterday at the Nigerian Premier Football League, March 23. Ticked up over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and we saw top games go down. Well, the record stands at 4 away wins, 1 draw and 5 home wins, 18 goals scored in March 3 of the NPFL. We'll look at the games and how things are shaping up in the table as we look. Well, by 4 p.m. today, we're supposed to see Nigeria take on Mozambique, but the latest we're hearing is that there's a bit of a fracas between the players of the Mozambican national team and their football association. The players are demanding some money before they play that game, and that has thrown the game into a major doubt. And of course, Scotland also qualified for the Euro 2024. Well, Erling Haaland and Martin Odegaard are still yet to qualify Norway for any top competition. That's really sad. For company, I have Blyden Kim as well, the team captain, and of course, I have the secret guest who's going to talk to us very soon, because we're going to talk to him and of course have him have this conversation with us as regards to the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup and, of course, the controversy surrounding his name in all of this. Well, I tell you for a fact, this is worth hundreds of thousands of naira. And, of course, dressed as a team captain himself, Blyden Kim walks into the studio. Well, to be a part of the show, just pick your phones. The numbers to dial are 090-2223-1011 and 0817-624-8565. The numbers to give you the chance to be a part of the show. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. Welcome.
I start with my local governments.
Why? Why?
Calm down. Calm trash the cover 5-1. Earlier today, we saw that particular result. E2 defeated Etinan by 1-0, while Uruan defeated Nsaratai by 1-0. Meanwhile, Abak got the better of Etemekbo by 2-0. We'll see 2 more matches much later by 4 p.m. Ibesikwa Sultan entertain Nstrubium in the Yo Township Stadium, while Okanafon will also play against the Korekbene at the Korekbene Township Stadium.
All right, so that's the story. There's been a lot of controversies around the games. One of them was the game that was supposed to be ended on Friday between Sribom and Uyo. The game had to be suspended. Well, we'll talk to the organizers, the media man, to take us through what's been happening from that climb and what we should expect so far. So good, but let's just get into the thick of the action quickly, guys. Oh, there's a man whose name popped up in one of the press releases from the organizers of the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup, and according to the release, he was involved in some match disruption, as a matter of fact. And of course, the man has come to clear his name, as a matter of fact, and take us through his own side of the story, what transpired that day, and of course what led to the release of that statement banning the man from coming to enjoy the spectacle of Akwa Ibom State football and the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup. Well, the man is Emerald Dubon. And of course, I checked his Facebook, right? And there's a name in bracket that I can't call, unfortunately, and I would not call that on the radio, sadly. Well, good afternoon, Emerald, and welcome to Planet Radio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mari. Thank you very much, Mr. Blyden, and my brother. Thank you for having me.
All right, so, well, let's just get into it right now. A statement was released sometime last week, credited to the organizers of the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup, and it was relating to a game involving Tiribom and Ibionibom local government area. The game was abandoned at some point. It was replayed on another date. But then, as part of the release, it was stated that you, Emerald Dubon, has been banned, as a matter of fact. And also, there were talks about your involvement in some disruption of the game that day. And, of course, that was the reason why you were banned and all of that. But I would love to hear your own side of the story. So take us through from your ends what happened and, of course, what led to what we saw in the statement.
Okay, thank you very much. My brother, my name is Emerald Dubon, as you've rightly called. I'm from Ibionibom local government area, to be precise. As a sports lover, one-time footballer, though not professional, I've attended the Governors Cup, and that was, I think, the 4th day. And Ibionibom were leading in a goal to nothing since the first half. At about 82 minutes or thereabout, I think the goalkeeper of Ibionibom was fouled by an Siribum player. So the referee saw it, spotted it, and the foul was given. And I think the assistant coach of Siribum ran to where the officials of the Uyo Senatorial District Governors Cup team were sitting and ranted. Have you seen what the referee is doing? Has he collected bribe? Kicked the table of the officials. And according to myself, I was there. Nobody is telling me, it's not a hearsay kind of thing. I was there. So we saw the whole thing, and there was kind of a disruption at that point. I think one of the officials made the game to go on a pause, told the referee to put the game on a hold. And we now from Ibiono, I came down. Most of us were downstairs. So I moved to where the officials were. And I just inquired, because I have a friend at the box. So I asked, what happened? Why is the game being put on hold? And I was told, didn't you see that? I was asked, didn't you see that the assistant coach of Insadibum came and kicked this table? Why should the match continue? The referee should hold on the game. And okay, I moved back with the media team or the media official of Ibionibom, Kemini William. And immediately I moved back. The chairman, what do they call him? The chairman normalization committee, Mr. Boninyo, came
Prince Boninyo.
Oh, Prince Boninyo. Sorry, I'm not used to his name because
yeah, just go ahead.
So I went to him and inquired, please sir, what happened that the match is being put on hold? It's few minutes to the game, because most times we time the game too, especially the second half of play. As fans, as a fan, I did not go to the official. I went to the chairman normalization committee. There is a third official that's in charge of the game. I think the chairman normalization committee is the appropriate person I should go and inquire from. So I went to him, inquired from him. He didn't say anything. He just pushed me out, like not with the hand, with the back of hand. He just waved me off, and I left. So when I left, was it on Wednesday, I saw a press release that I've been banned from watching a game for disrupting a match Ibionibom was winning.
All right, so just to get you clear, you had no hand in the disruption of that game?
Nothing at all, my brother.
Right. Well, this begs the question, Blyden, why is your name mentioned as the person responsible for the disruption of the game?
Okay, prior to this, when Ibionibom was playing against Ndretai, I think
that was the week before the Ibionibom incident.
That was a Friday. And then Ibionibom incident happened on a Monday. So I went to, there was rumors around the stadium that the match officials have been bribed by the Insurretai team.
There were what?
Rumors.
Rumors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, rumors.
It was alleged.
Right.
So, me too, being kind of inquisitive, had to go lay this complaint to the committee. So, on getting there, 2 men were standing. After the release, I realized that one of them was Prince Boninyo. I complained to them.
What did you complain about?
That I heard that this match, the officials of this match, have been bribed against Ibionibom. Meanwhile, Ibionibom were winning 2-0.
Now, it begs the question, because I really want to understand.
Okay.
What was the credibility of the person of the people or the quarters that particularly that you heard that this game was going to be manipulated? Because, before you make that move to want to go and complain in your words to, the FA chairman in this case, you must have sensed that the person or the people saying it have got credibility. So what's the credibility of the people that alleged that this game is set to be manipulated?
There are always 3 games per day.
Yeah.
So most times the footballers were there. There were other footballers because Ibionibom was playing around, I think that was around 10 a.m. in the morning after a team might have played. So most of the players were there. I heard it from some set of coaches. I don't know where they're from, but I saw them with official justice of local government. So when I heard it, they didn't know I was from Ibiono. That was why, maybe if they had known, they wouldn't have said it. I moved straight to the Uyo Senatorial District team to complain, to lay this complaint. On getting there, I told them, this is what I heard, that please, the governor means well. That is why he's bringing up this competition after 8 years of no governors coming in Akwa Ibom. Please, let this thing not happen, because it might not go well with us, the fans, because we left our things to come and watch. The man outrightly dismissed me, called me some unprintable names. So I had to say, oh, sorry, sir. I did not mean to insult you. I just came to tell you what I heard. And I left. So maybe he took offense on that. That's what I can think, because as for the Ibionibom game, I didn't even talk to anybody. I was just myself and my phone.
Right. All right. So, well, Blyden, this is basically where you come in. You've heard the man talk. You've heard his own side of the story. And he's put 2 instances together, because when we saw the press release, it was just relating to the Ibionibom and Ibionibom game, where he was said to have disrupted the game that was now shifted to the next game, which was played, by the way. And he's now bringing in the story of another game before that game on Monday, which was between Senatorial and Ibionibom. And then talking about the allegations and the rumors, the pipe dream of match manipulation in this case. And he complained, and well, just to, not to play devil's advocate, maybe he's complaining as a football fan, right? At this point. But at the end of the day, Blyden, what do you make of all of this drama and the fact that the official statements credited to the organizers of the competition are saying he is the one disrupted the game?
Well, Mari, let me start this way. I remember talking about Balotelli a lot in recent times, and the word would be, why always me? And when I look at Amiral and he said, I've heard everything he said, a question that beckoned to ask is, why always you?
Yeah.
On 2 occasions, you had to go lay a complaint. First of all, you're not official. But on the other hand, I also have a concern, because we've heard about this tournament. The tournament has been mad one way or the other. There's hooliganism, a spiral effect, all of it, and the rumors of all these manipulations going on. And for me, it's not good for grassroots football, no matter how we want to keep quiet about it and not really say it. It's all around and everyone is talking about it. Those who've gone to the stadium have seen it and they're also talking about it. I think it's not very good for grassroots football. That's where my standpoint is. And moving forward, the other concern also would be the very fact that he's not really talked about a particular case that he had on the day in terms of interrupting the game. I looked at the scenario. This man is from Ibionibom local government, and then Ibionibom were winning. And it began
so why would he disrupt the game if he's never misleading?
And on the other hand, many people might want to also look at a case of scapegoating, because I began to ask, when I asked a few people and different sources who were there and what happened, the information I got was quite different from the press release that came out. That is it for me. And on the other hand, you begin to look at it now. There have been instances of other forms of disruption. No one is talking about the incidents that happened that he mentioned, with many people also affirmed, which I had to inquire, that it happened.
The incident is basically a rumor he sat in the game and heard.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about other people I met. I also inquired when I saw the press release and everything. He said, these are the events that happened also, and I didn't hear of it. It goes on to show that what the organizers, from my standpoint, are doing is not on a fair ground. Not to excuse him, that's why I started by saying, why always you? On the second thought, we've also had a case in a Ekiti local government. I want to see decisions taken across board. If you want to organize competition and organize well, let's see decision taken across board. Yesterday we had a disruption in game in Ekiti, and nothing has been said about it now, and no one has been banned from a situation. It doesn't make sense. So for me, when I look at the analysis of everything, yes, why always him? Because approaching the man and talking to the man and probably maybe met an offense out of it. But on the other hand, why is the man singled out? That is the question I beckon to ask.
All right, so that's the conversation this afternoon. Well, we'll get to talk to the organizers of the competition tomorrow, and of course, we'll just not talk about the Emerald Ubon issue. We'll also look at the Ekiti story, because we also need to yet to get any statement regarding the Ekiti incident. There was something happened between Ntiribom and Uyo on Friday. I think the game was shifted to Sunday or thereabout. To also get a clear picture on all of that. But of course, that's the story. And we'll open the phone lines right now. For those of us that have been going to watch these games across the different territorial districts, I would love you to also call us up and give us your own side of the stories. How has these games been so far? And if you were also there when the incident involving Emerald Ubon, who's in live studio, if you're also there when this incident transpired, you would also love to get your thoughts in, because at this point, a multitude of voices will give some more weight to all of this conversation. So the phone lines are officially open right now. 090-2223-1011 and 0817-624-8565. How has the Governor's Cup been from a football fan's perspective in Ekiti? Welcome to the show. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my Jonah. This is Joe.
Good afternoon, Joe. Welcome to the show.
Thanks so much. Joe is precisely calling from Ipanya.
Yes, welcome.
Thanks so much. My Jonah, I think it is like this, especially when person is doing that discussion is. I'm completely that as black people, especially when it has to do the wider world, where African Nigerian are not allowed to be said. I think the should be and
right. Joe, it's actually very difficult to all right, Joe, thank you so much. It was difficult to try to make sense of what we're trying to tell us. We hope you can call us back and maybe meet better network connection. But we're still taking calls in 090-2223-1011 and 0817-624-8565. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Hello. All right, keep the calls coming in. Yo, you're back.
Happy New Week.
Happy New Week to you. How was the quarter, Basil?
Yeah. It not the controversy. I'm from Iconic Peninsula. I'm not from Iconic.
All right, go ahead.
This good friend. So I know we are thinking without not the other guy.
All right, go ahead.
I want to say something about the Governor's Cup in Akwa Ibom State. You know, according to my brother, I carefully listened to my brother there in the studio. You know, right now, the Akwa Ibom State Governor's Cup, everybody, all the chairmen and the officials have interest in this work, in this nation, I mean, how do you call it? Governor's Cup. You know, everything here in Akwa Ibom State is all about politics and interest. So this Governor's Cup at this time, personally, I don't support it because there is a politics on ground, a serious politics. Everybody wants to win, and everybody has an interest. So the Governor's Cup might not be on a fair ground. That's what I'm saying. Because if I carefully listen to press release and everywhere there was a mass disrupted and what you call it, they was do that and take it to play the remaining match and they lose and all that because you know this Governor's Cup for me it's a lot of interest and it is a lot of politics and many people will not come out to say the right thing. So for me, I listen to my brother there and I also want to hear from the organizers.
Yeah, we'll talk to them. We'll talk to them tomorrow. We'll talk to the organizers tomorrow.
Okay, no problem, my brother. Thank you very much. But I wish they will do a fair thing because we want to watch a good football here in Akwa Ibom State because we have a raw talent full everywhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, my brother, there in the studio.
All right, the story goes to Emerald. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Welcome, Victor, the Sports Oracle.
Yeah, let me talk about the Governor's Cup. Some of the match, there was some of the scandal that I want to reflect. I wasn't really happy when I hit the referee officiating the match not in favor of so many local governments. That when FIFA want to officiate match, they say my game is going to be a safe play. So the sportsmanship is really clear in any game, and this football is grassroots.
Right.
Give a platform. So whosoever will get the victory is what to go home with. My God, let me talk about the match that the Super against Zambia. It has been a very long time. Super Eagles has not won friendly matches. You know how the country that they play, some of them are Super Eagles have ranked them, but because of their inability for them to play good football. So Joseph,
all right, Victor, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good afternoon, gentlemen in the studio.
Welcome. Name and location.
Yes, my name is Coach Nesha. I call from here.
Welcome. Go ahead, Coach.
What does about this in the studio that the complaint that is in the studio says, I'm just saying, this Governor's Cup that had doing is really different. The organizers have put the champion competition. But there was going to be a lot of this. They want to channel it to wait on the position that is the local government to that is seen so that all the organizers, all the not doing well. Why can't they, when that I went and went to them, why can't they just ignore that? They just give him and they just I don't believe in what they are saying. That's my thanks.
All right, thank you very much for talking to us. Well, as we said to wrap up the conversation, Emerald Dubon, beneath all of the talk of the controversy, you're involved in, sadly, what is your appraisal of the Akwa Ibom State Governor's Cup so far as a football fan?
Oh, Mr. Murray, if you need to be in the stadium.
I've seen a few games.
Aside from the poor officiating from the organizers, we have good talent in Akwa Ibom. You need to, if they allow a free flow of the game, you enjoy the game. Allow people to win. The point here is just this. They've been politicking in the games. If you allow the free flow of this game,
if you say there's been politicking in the games, it sounds like you've seen something that everybody's not seeing on the pitch of play.
Yes, so I have.
I'm talking about the football games. If you've seen something nobody else is seeing, you have to show evidence to us and tell us that I have a phone call or I have a WhatsApp chat that that somebody was trying to do something. But looking at the picture of play and the games played from a football fan's perspective, sitting and watching the games, what do you make of the competition?
Okay, Mr. Murray, please, before I get there, can I tell you something?
All right.
Like, the case of Nsiribum, against T2, Nsiribum disrupted the match. The referee managed to finish it. Against Ibiono, the same Nsiribum again. The referee put the game on hold. On Friday, against Tuyo, Nsiribum again, and nothing has been done about it. You've not heard that they've been banned or suspended. You've not heard nothing about it. Now, that is where I come from and say there is a whole lot of politics that most of us might not know of. Now, coming back to the play, the footballers, good footballers, from the goalkeepers, the defenders, and the attackers, we have perfect footballers. And I can tell you, if we continue like this, if we can continue like this and allow it to flow, I can tell you we can have the best team Nigeria might be looking for.
Thank you very much, Glenn. As we wrap up, because there's more to talk about.
Yeah, let me just add a thought to it.
Yeah.
I think it's been a beautiful conversation, a beautiful game of football. When it all started, we're all excited about it.
Yeah.
And I remember the words of the deputy governor that this one is to add talent and find good talent in the state, which many people agree there are talents scattered around. And I love the fact that the Governor's Cup, it's in that position. So it's not centered around you. You move to a senatorial district, and all of it. And you see this pool of footballers playing. But here's the concern for me. When we talk about football and development of talent, you have to put the structure in place. Adequate structure, fairness. And lots of all these interests for me has made the entire intent and purpose of the game. Whether you get towards this game or not, we could hear even the fans calling in. Lots of them also indicating in this direction. It goes to show a pointer that there's something that's not right with the way the structure of the game is in the Governor's Cup. And every time we come out to blame, we blame African football, NPFL, and the sad fact is, Mari, lots of football stakeholders are part of it who also sit down and say, the NPFL isn't doing well. But they have a little opportunity to organize the competition and bring fairness. I'm not saying it's that easy. It's more like a maiden edition now. It's just coming back after how many years? About 10 years thereabout. But they ought to do and organize it fairly and properly. And I think that has not been done from my standpoint.
All right, well, that's it from the conversation. We'll talk to the organizers tomorrow and we'll hear their side of the story. Why these complaints? Why all of this drama? Why this controversy in the Akwa Ibom State Governors Cup? So what if we were organizing the Nigerian Premier Football League or the World Cup or the Premier League? I mean, you know, these things happen, but we'll talk to the organizers tomorrow. Let's take this call and look at something else. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon. My name is Talent.
Oh, good afternoon, Talent.
Yeah, my brother, concerning the football, the Governor Cup ongoing, I want to say that this is classroom. And I'm very happy that the governor has had that in mind, that the Governor Cup should be played, because for the past 8 years we didn't experience it. And I want to plead with the official. This is about you, because if you allow the game of football to flow normally, we will have a better team in Akwa Ibom, and Akwa United will have a better player tomorrow.
All right.
Because how can one man, assistant coach, went to the field to disrupt the football after Ibiono lead 1-0.
Talent, did you watch the game? Did you see the game?
No, I didn't watch, but based on the information that we gather, based on the information going around, they said they have finished first half. Consider first half. Somebody did you first half. What they should do for me, I have remember one time in Inyimba, rain disrupt football after Inyimba lead for 2-0. When they wanted to replay, they replay exactly minutes, not to start it all over. What are you saying? Football is a game of interest. When you have interest, you will develop your interest into that.
All right. Thank you.
Very clear. The officials should allow the game to flow, because we need talented people in this state.
All right.
That
Thank you very much for talking to us. Maybe more calls. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, name and location.
This is Silva from Oyo.
Welcome, Silva.
I really want to talk about the Super Eagles that are going to play this afternoon. Though the last match was somehow, I don't even know how to say it, but We shouldn't really blame Joseph for the formations, but we really tried. But those guys were really doing somehow on the pitch or flesh. But what I really want to talk about is President would know how to do some substitute, like that number 2 wasn't really playing well, and Super is so selfish on the ball, like playing down to the box side, and Opinion was raising his hand, but he just wanted to do
all right, wrap it up for us.
In the box. Okay. But I really wish them a very nice day today. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for talking to us. The NPFL match day 3 gave us a lot to talk about, guys. 4 away wins, right? 5 home wins and a draw. Sunshine Stars 1-1 against Heartland. The only draw of the weekend. No, it wasn't. It was actually 4 draws. Yes, Sporting Duma United was another draw. Goalless draw, as a matter of fact. Rivers United played against Kwara United, another draw. Katsina United played Lobby Stars, a goalless draw as well. Let's talk about the wins. Shooting Stars defeated Gombe United 2-1. Bendel Insurance defeated Plateau United by a goal to nil. Bayelsa United lost Remo Stars 2-1. Abia Warriors defeated Kano Pillars by a goal to nil. Enugu Rangers defeated Niger Tornadoes 2-1. And sadly, Akwa United lost to Eyimba 3-2. Well, Blyden, this is a story. Akwa have played 3 games so far, so good. 2 away games and a home game. And they've not scored or conceded at home. But away from home, they've scored 5. But have conceded 8. What do you make of this story so far for the Promise Keepers?
Oh, Murray, quite hard for me. Normally I would say early days, but we've seen 3 games now, and it's quite concerning not having a win now. And what I always knew was going to be quite difficult moving to a Bath Stadium to get a result. But at some point when we saw 2-2, we thought probably this could be a decent result because it conceded 2 early goals, had to fight back from behind to pull a draw at some point. But Ayimba still found a way to win it. Quite sad for Akwa United and Fatal Show side. Early days for him with pressures. But pressures in his early times at Akwa United, it could be a pointer. You don't have to look at me like that, Mary. But it could be a pointer to what could happen moving forward.
Winning right now would be precious for Akwa United, right? So at this point, it's 3 games down the line, no win, just a draw, and 2 losses. I asked you over the weekend, where do you hang this poor start? And you said, Fatal Show, early days, and all of that. 3 games down the line, should the fans press the panic button yet?
I think we should be worried basically with the fans because the results are not forthcoming.
We should be worried with the fans.
We should be. I personally, personally as a fan, I should be worried.
Go ahead.
And of course, all the fans, they do also have to be worried also because the expectations that came with Fatal Show and of course the caliber of players they unveiled prior to the start of the season. Not many saw this coming. They're struggling 3 games already, and then we're still talking about Akwa United still looking for their first victory of the season. It's quite problematic. I just feel this should be perhaps some reality check as to what we should be expecting when the seasons, advances more properly. But if it keeps going this way till match day 5-6, then we should talk about the pressure, even mounting much on the players and the coaches.
It's not going to go this way in Jesus' name, amen. All right, so it's a story. Let's look at the table, how things are shaping up in the NPFL table so far. Well, I'd love to get your thoughts, Emerald. You're not a bad person, I know that. At least you're a fan of Akwa United, right?
To an extent.
To an extent. What do you mean by to an extent?
Oh, Mari, I'm an indigenous of Akwa.
Obviously.
And I love when talents are developed from home.
Right.
I supported Akwa United ever since the days of Nam Sedu, Wiper, the rest.
That's a long list. Don't take us to 1949. Let's stick with the game. The season.
The season has not been fair enough to the fans.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that I paid my way down to the stadium and I can tell you for a fact, Akwa United didn't play nothing, and the coach, I think, is not that tactical enough so far.
But how about the story of the fact that he just came into the side? Now, he has a very long, fat CV. Rivers United, his last job helped them, was crucial for them winning the NPFL title. Has coached them at some point, Coach Remo Star. So, you want to talk about tactical acumen? He has it. So, maybe this is just a case of slow starts and trying to instill his own philosophy in the team.
Okay, Mari, when you are coming to a new team, I think there are basics in every team. You need to get the basics. How does this team play? And allow the players to play. Like the crop of players that are playing for Akwa United, I can tell you for a fact, even if they play from now till next year, we might not get the results we want.
You're right. That's from a fan's perspective, obviously. Well, let's look at the table, Blyden. Better Insurance in top 6 points, Ghana so far. And as a matter of fact, the top 5 from 1st to 5th position all have 6 points. It's a story. Bendel, 6 points. Top. Enugu Rangers 2nd, 6 points as well. Abia Warriors 3rd, 6 points. Remo Stars 4th, 6 points. Shooting Stars 5th, 6 points. And that's it. Sporting Lagos 6th, 5 points. Lobby Stars 7, 5 points. Where's Akwa United down? Number 20 position, last but not the least, hopefully. Yeah, just 1 point they've garnered from 3 games, and it's a conversation. Well, the next game comes up at home for the Promise Keepers, and it's going to be a game against Shooting Stars Sports Club of Akure. We'll talk about that in the coming days. Now, UT, we had the lineups around for Nigeria against Mozambique. Well, all of the drama involving the players of the Mambas and the FA has been settled too. The game is set to go there in less than 17 minutes from now. Take us through the lineup. Please don't tell me Uzo has started that game.
Angry reactions already on the social media space as it has to do with the handle of the Niger Super Eagles.
Why?
Uzo is back with the team. Starting as the goalkeeper of the sides, Osai Samuel also starts. Jordan Tonaga, I think this should be his very first start with the Super Eagles. Kenneth Omero, captain of the side, is back. Bruno Yemachi, Frank Onyeka, Joaribo, Onyedika Dele Bashiro also starts as well. Moses Simon and Terry Murphy, those are the players starting.
Right, you're well played, and that's it. Uzo, second chance for the man after that schoolboy error. Starts in goal again for Nigeria. Impressed, surprised, disappointed?
Yeah, I think I'm quite impressed with it. Here's why: because somehow it could be difficult moving forward for the man. He's still the number 1 at the moment, though Nigeria is in the ultimate search for a better goalkeeper at this point.
Ultimate search.
Yeah, obviously, because we're talking about now finding which talent would be suitable for the national team. They've basically tried virtually everyone they've got at this point, especially the foreign pros. But away from the search, let's talk about the game. But I do not believe, if I were the coach, I wouldn't keep it for long. Just giving him that head start so he doesn't get to lose confidence. Because when you look at the error, it was such a schoolboy error for me. I'm telling you, many young goalkeepers wouldn't do that level of error that we saw. But from that angle, good for his confidence moving forward, because you bench him and everything go chaos for him. But I want to see other goalkeepers be drafted in. It's a friendly game. You can make more subs. Right. So bring in more goalkeepers. Try them. Adele also being part of that mix. I do not know if he made it to camp, but the other white keeper, the Igbo goalkeeper, I also want to see him have a shot in this one. You know, this is the thing I always talk about, fairness in football, Mario. This man, Maduka, had one mistake and he was exiled. We've seen Uzoho do mistake after mistake after mistake. Why is he still playing ahead of him? Let's give all of them opportunity. Let's see what they can do.
Right, to a totally different defense line. UT from the one that played against Saudi Arabia just last weekend. Bright Osai Samuel, Jordan Tonaga, Bruno Nyemachi, and Kenneth Omero. Expectations?
Expectations, basically. Looking forward to, integrate them to the squad as well. Jordan, his first start with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, so much is also expected. And he also contributes his own quarter. We're looking forward to
Jordan plays as centre back.
Yes, with Kenneth Omero. Then we have
Osai Samuel right back, Onyemachi
left back. So that should be another exciting combination. You moving forward a little more, you see Dele Bashiro also starting. It looks quite different. We're talking Moses Simon. And of course, Terry Murphy also starting as well. So it's quite impressive. But I think the question mark still borders on the goalkeeper. So I wouldn't really know why Coach Jose Pesero is still sticking with Uzoha at this time when we have other goalkeepers as well. I've barely seen Adebayo being tested. And then we'll talk about, if you look at the history, basically, it looks like bulk of our good goalkeepers are usually homegrown. Since Vincent Onyema left, I think another European goalkeeper that's actually done a lot more better was Kali Keme, but he didn't really last long with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And then you come back and we've got a couple of them who have been quite impressive as well. We're talking about likes of Kayode Bankole, who played for Remo Stars last season. Even Adewale Radhi with Akwa United did a lot better I think we're still searching for them until we give these players a chance and opportunity. I think we'll still be talking about, goalkeeping situation and, of course, some schoolboy errors from one man who has refused to step down.
A position that concerns you, Blight, in the midfield position, it's a different 11 as well. Frank Onyeka's there, Joe Aribo starts as well, Rafael Onyeka, and, of course, the young Fisayo Dele Bashiru starting in the middle of the park for Nigeria. What do you make of it?
Yeah, fantastic for me. A new set of players in that middle.
Yeah.
I want to see what they get to do, but quite disappointing not having Alex be part of that mix.
It will be.
We're talking about now. Here's the concern. A couple of players that really don't know how they play. I can understand Onyeka the way he plays, but after that defensive structure, you need to propel the ball moving forward. And I can't really pinpoint who can do that in that midfield. But good to have different players play against
Aribo can do that.
Give the job to Aribo, give the job to Dele Bashiru.
Well, I'm looking at the fluidity of the game in the middle.
Right.
Dele Bashiru, we've not really seen him do it. Yes, he plays quite well. I think with Hatayaspo in Turkey. But we get to see what he gets to do against Mozambique, especially a team that's plagued with some concern. Just every player asking for $600 before they get to play the game. It's a story of Mozambique. The good thing is, they shouldn't underrate Mozambique. Here's why. The last game Mozambique played against Angola, they pulled a 1-1 draw, so they can shock the Super Eagles.
They should not ask for $600. Give them $600 for anything. That's the story. Oh, let's look at the attack line of UT. Well, it's a door. Basically, Moses Simon, Terry Murphy. Moses Simon came in on the bench, from the bench rather, in the game on Friday and showed some level of class and quality, creativity, fluidity, if you like. Starts today's game alongside Terry Murphy, who also came from the bench last Friday.
I think it's quite incredible, basically, because over time we're used to Victor Boniface and, Victor Osimhen. Even at some point, we're also used to Taiwo Wuni, particularly in the last game we saw the Nest of Champions. So it's also good that other players are being tested, and it might just likely add more, dynamic in terms of, attacking lineup for Nigeria moving forward. So I'm also expecting to see what Terry Murphy brings back. We've seen his giant stride with Nice in French, so I'm also expecting that he brings that back to the national team, and also we can actually see how we can integrate these lads to play alongside the other players who were there already. For Moses Simon, he's been in and around the scenes for quite a long time, so we understand the way he plays. Quality player moving forward. I'm looking forward to see the combination between Terry Murphy and Moses Simon in this game as well.
All right, Joe, well, on the bench for Nigeria, we're talking Okoye Maduka, Adebayo Adeleye, Wilfred Ndidi, Semia Ajayi, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, Calvin Bassi, Alex Iwobi, Sadiq Umar, Chidozia Wazia, Mantaro Nibuehi. So we'll take your calls in right now. Let's get your thoughts on the 11 and what you're expecting from Nigeria. By the way, we're streaming live on the Planet Radio 101 FM live feed. And of course, drop your comments there. People are already mentioning him around the bone. Man is popular. Nice one. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mari. Another in the studio.
Go ahead. Name and location.
Yeah, one of those on the line calling from you.
All right.
Yes, Mari, let me congratulate President. I always love his own analysis. He has mentioned something. Why is it that the Maduka Korea made only one mistake? And since then, he has not started a single game. But Francis has skipped on doing uncountable mistakes. But they keep playing. So unlike today, they have made a lot of changes. Why don't you drop Francis and start Maduka Korea?
Right. Thank you.
I'm ready to watch the match. I wish them all the best, though. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Talk to us. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Arizona.
Name and location.
This is Melody calling from you. Yeah. Concerning the Super Eagles squad, I think the coach has got it wrong. Got it all wrong by starting in Zoho. After making that sort of mistake in another match, and the other match. Against Saudi Arabia, which everyone was saying, people were saying that Saudi Arabia is smarter than American that without the because he made such a school of London. We do. Then, for the left back, that played today, he played last time. Because I am trying to remember the left back that played in the previous match. I think it was the same guy. Then, for the match, it's good as he's trying to.
All right.
So I like the way they're giving position. I have a problem with. Thank you.
Thank you very much for talking to us this afternoon. Well, let's head to the live feed and take a few comments from there this particular afternoon. We're streaming live on the Planet Radio 101 FM page. So drop your comments there and we are going to take them in the course of the show. Yubi Akang on the live feed. Well, let's start with Yubi Akang. He says, good afternoon, football fans. With his goal against Germany, Pulisic now fifth all-time most goal contributions for the U.S. men's national team. Akparawa Godswill says, my brother, Honorable Emerald Dubon. Comrade Ekben Akpan says, good afternoon, sports crew. Super Eagles to come out stronger. Now, ahead of today's encounter, 3-1 full-time in favor of Nigeria. Thank you so much. And Amiti Inyang says, detailed enough for everyone to understand. Well done, Ekbe. Referring to Emerald Ubon. By the way, Ubon God's Power on Dotson says, you're doing well, my brother. Famous Iwa says, watching live from River State. Akbarawa got you says, God bless you, my brother, you're doing well. I don't know if he's me. I don't know if he's a buy ticket. God bless me. Also, Francis Namani says, watching live from Michael in Enugu State. Good afternoon, Planet Sports Crew. Joseph Subero says, Super Eagles to beat Mozambique 3-0. Watch out for goals from Boniface, Iwobi, and Simon. Nice one. Master Kani Umana says, good day, my favorite radio station. Watching live from Patak. Thank you so much. Well, Kevin Williams drops a very lengthy story. And, well, it's basically about the Governor's Cup, but it's quite controversial. So we'll skip. Thank you very much, Kevin Williams, for your thoughts on the live feed. Sadly, sorry we can't reach our studio lines. We hoped you had reached our studio lines, but that's not the story. Thank you all the same for your thoughts on the live feed. Kingsley Vincent says, good afternoon, football fans watching from Imo State. Mpoto Kun says, watch you live, Honorable Emerald Dubon. This man is an honorable. I didn't know that. Then I'm telling you for a fact, this man is not living here until I see 200,000 naira dropped on this table.
Absolutely. Never knew it was honorable.
Honorable.
a man caught in the web of trouble.
You can imagine. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome.
If I should see the coach of Nigerian Super Eagles now, my question is, why always Osoho? We have about 3 keepers in that squad.
Yes, we have 3.
Why don't you try another goalkeeper? You know, our people say in our local dialect, keeping me for now, Even that man has been costing us a lot, and you stick to that, so what do you want from him? Agoda. I'm not being trained that game, Agoda.
All right. Thank you very much for talking to us. Waiting, no good, last. Good afternoon, welcome to the show. Yes, Victor, 25 seconds this time, please.
Yeah, good afternoon, Judy. Let me talk about what really happened to Akwa United at the weekend. Akwa United has not that impressed the fans. I'm talking about for them to get 3 points, for them to lose to Enyimba. You know, Enyimba that has been struggling. I said that Akwa is so war. So it's always a room for improvement. Akwa is a big team. Let's go to Pajao shows you know it's football.
Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon. Well, as we set to bounce, guys, how often do you see defenders, the ladies score 3 goals? I'll tell you, Nigeria's Super Falcons defender Ashley Plumte in her first game of the season scored 3 times for Al Ittihad women in their 3-0 bashing of Eastern Flames. She joined them just a couple of months ago, and she has taken no time to settle into the environment. That's a delightful story, and it's beautiful to see. Bladden said the league is not serious. I totally disagree.
Well, Maria gets to say it again. I've never seen Ashley Plumte.
I would let you say that. Like, let's take this call. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Yes. Tell us on the line.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Yes, I was very happy yesterday when I heard that Ejimba FC beat Akwa United. It got in my heart that my club over there is doing very well in Nigeria. They should continue beating Akwa United anytime they come over to Akwa International Stadium. They should continue. Yeah, they should not allow Akwa United to win there. That's my problem. So, for all this Akwa United they just calm down. I think that they cannot pay money to go and watch Akwa United. Maybe Chelsea, they see they lose every weekend. They see they pay money, go they watch us every weekend.
I just tire.
Pay money. And when you go there, you go buy some bottle of something.
It's okay. Thank you.
Akwa United will bounce back.
Thank you.
And for Pedro, I don't know why that man is stubborn.
Right.
This man on the bench and try other people, he doesn't want to do so well. I'm wishing them all the best this evening.
Shout out to the certified accountants. Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mary.
Name and location, welcome.
Good afternoon, Romero. This is close over me.
Your name again? I didn't get that.
Okay, I said this is close over me.
Big man. Fine, welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about the goalkeeper of the Super Eagles. I think it's high time we come back to our local to look for a good goalkeeper that could take over the number one spot, because we've been trying all this from Europe, because we are still in a very lower league that starts this league. Because of infrastructure, our own league is far better than those leagues they are playing. So it's high time they come back home and look for a good goalkeeper. This is the one of other good goalkeepers we discover from our local league. So I'm also about the government club. I think it's very clear now that we now know that the case between the Amigan and Sullivan was not caused by the it was caused by Sullivan, because they repeated the same thing against you. And I also want to thank the Mobilization Committee for the service that they gave favor of the year. I think other things will learn from that. I think they still have one other very specific footage of the match against Ekek and Udman.
Yes, it did.
We collided with the defender. The attacker was just very free and not in. They still went on to attack the referee. So I think they should be penalized. This will be banned from this edition of the tournament.
Thank you.
I want to say hi to him.
Yeah, he's listening to you.
Uko, are you back?
Yes, I'm back in town.
Okay, I'll see you later in the evening, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, Uko, you don't go see me. Me and you will live for the same area.
Okay, let me see for evening.
I don't vex for you. Thank you very much. Alright, so we'll set you bound until we take as many calls as possible. Let's just touch the European stories. Well, Nagelsmann's era began on the finals for Germany as they defeated USA 4-1, where they had lost 3 before Hansi Flick was sacked. Nagelsmann coming in a breath of fresh air. Gundogan, Füllkrug, Musiala scoring for this German side. 3-1, they defeated USA. Sign of good things to come.
Yeah, you said everything. Breath of fresh air. Nice.
Nice one. All right, let's head back to the full lines. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mary. This is Melanie coming
25 seconds, Melody.
Yeah, when we talk about the governance court, I think the guys in the studio should be the organizers of the governance court a bit, because it is not easy to organize such a tournament and such a lot opportunities. And you have not even time about the bet to cover for the referees, because to pay the referees is not easy. And you know that this is Nigeria. Politics is also involved, because the different government, they want their own players, their team to do better. So they might even induce the organizers, which is not easy.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Lucky last school as we bounce. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. All right. We'll try to squeeze in one more call. Well, Sheikh Jassim has withdrawn from trying to buy United. It's a conversation for tomorrow, guys. We'll dwell on it tomorrow. And what exactly has been the United problem that has seen the Sheikh be withdrawn after months of rigorous processes of negotiations. But that's it for the show. Thank you, Blyden. Thank you, UT. And Emerald Bone, final words as we leave.
Oh, thank you very much. I just wish to clear myself. I'm not a troublesome person, and I shouldn't be seen as such. I think the chairman should reverse the ban. Thank you very much.
All right. We hope for the organizers to react, and of course,
we get to hear them.
Yeah, we'll get to hear from them. And the man has said he's innocent, right?
Yeah, that's a conversation.
Right.
From me, Blyden, I'm saying when you want to do punishment, make it across. You just don't, because it's beginning to sound like you scapegoated somebody.
Right. That's
basically for me. The disruption everywhere. I've not heard a statement from them. I need to hear a statement regarding those ones.
Things like this only happen in United, Sancho and Ten Hag. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Marizona. I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao, adios.